Hey everyone, welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. Just make sure that you can hear me. Let me know in the chat. I'm trying out a different mic today, and let me know how it sounds on your end. Shout out to you guys. I love coming in here and seeing that you guys are part of the conversation. Oh, you know what? Y'all can't hear me. Can y'all? Testing, testing. Can y'all hear me? Testing, testing. Yes, y'all can hear me. Perfect mic. Wow. This is just one of the many mics coming through loud and clear. I love it. Shout out to my boy Kirk Nugent, who is helping me get things together here on the studio. Welcome, guys. We have a lot to talk about today. Shout out to you. Shout out to Data. Data actually says something really sweet in the comments section. I saw that, Data. I saw you being sweet. I know you probably don't want me to see that, but I saw it. Let me see if I can find it, what he said. Data said, here we go. Data says, I love seeing that the chat are almost all members and or mods. It shows what kind of host our beloved Kemp is. I love to see that. And our community continues to grow and grow. First off, we are talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac. TikTok, we are live on YouTube. I won't be looking here. You sort of get the behind the scenes effect here, but we're live on multiple platforms, including TheKempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook, TheKempire on Twitch and Twitter, and of course, TikTok. We were talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac. And if you didn't see it, of course, very much like Beverly Hills Tonight, they have an after show. And the after show was almost a half hour. That is just an extra dose of the Real Housewives of Potomac. If you enjoyed this past Sunday's episode, you get an extra half hour. And I posted a link in the YouTube chat for you guys to watch it beforehand, but I'm sure a lot of you were watching it as well. We have to talk, first of all, after I finished watching the after show, I saw an old clip of Candiace and Ashley talking, and I kind of missed them getting along. Can I be honest? I kind of missed them getting along. But what really stood out to me was the difference in Candiace's voice. Does anyone else remember? I completely forgot. Candiace spoke a little bit more like Mia. Oof. Darren says this upcoming episode needs to be supersized. Well, this last episode seems to be supersized. If you did not see the after show, it's worth it. Either way, we're going to go over what happened in the after show, and we're going to talk about Mia and Askale fighting online. Matter of fact, let me just get my notes. It's been such a busy day, guys. You already know. What did I do with my pictures that I took this morning? Hold on, y'all. I just want to make sure. I think I accidentally put them in the trash bin. Let me just pull those. Yes, I did. Let me just pull up those tweets that I had from this morning that I want to share with you guys. And if you're just first time here, we have over 207 people in the chat. Be sure to like the video if you haven't liked it already. Let me just pull up some of these photos into this stream here, because we have to talk about the beef that's going on between Mia and Askale. It seems as if Mia really is going after every single person on the show. The only person that she really hasn't gone after is Karen, even though she did shade Karen's wedding venue. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know. If y'all know, y'all know. You can't be doing this. I can't do this without... Got to make sure the lips aren't chapped. It's about to be that season. It's cooler here in New York. I think I woke up this morning, it was in the 50s. Whew. Sidebar, guys, don't forget, tomorrow we will be doing our Real Housewives of Beverly Hills recap, but we're going to do it a little bit earlier, and Femtaro will be taking your questions. So not only will you get the Beverly Hills recap earlier tomorrow, probably like around 4:30 p.m. Eastern, you're also going to get to your chance to call in and ask Femtaro a question, okay? Also tomorrow, I will be dropping by tomorrow and Friday. I will be dropping by up in Adam's channel to do his hot, messy weekly series or daily series. Yeah, there we go. Monday through Friday series. There we go. So, of course, if you're a part of my texting community, you will get those notifications. Let me put that up here so you guys can join. If you're not a member, shout out to my texting community. You guys drop me all kinds of tea all the time. Let me just pull these things up here, y'all. The studio is going to be ever changing. As you can see, I already have some really, this is from a local store here in New York. I'm getting ready for fall. So this background's going to change. I'm sure you see the candles back there. Some of the plants will go in a new spot in the studio, but things are changing around here, including the technology, and that's because of the support you guys have shown to the channel. So thank you, thank you, thank you. When I say that, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Appreciate you guys supporting. Jordan, what's going on, Jordan? Okay, so let's get into this because I don't want to waste your time because I know at 6 o'clock Adam is going to have his hot messy topics, right? It's gonna take me some getting used to. But guys, you guys will see me there tomorrow and on Friday. So shout out to Adam and Jason. Be sure to support their channels and follow them. Okay. So I watched the after show. If you didn't, I'm going to give you what I got from this after show of the Real Housewives of Potomac. But before we get into that, let me share with you the beef between Askale and Mia. And you know, I did not want to report on the beef that was going on between Candiace and Mia. Honestly, I don't want to even cover the Askale one. But because I watched the after show, I felt like we had enough content to come live and talk about, because the after show to me was the meat of this last episode that we got. It was so good. It was so good. Again, after the live, I'll post the link in the description for our replay crew so you guys can watch it. Just in case you did not see it, it is on the Bravo Insider webpage, but it's also now available on YouTube as well. And it's almost a half hour, uninterrupted shade upon shade upon shade. All right, let me just make sure I have these in the right order. Okay. No, that's not the one that I want, so I can delete that one. Let me just pull this one up. Okay. So, Lord, Mia literally is coming for everyone, y'all. She's coming for everyone. I don't know why. Mia decided to post early this morning about Askale. She decided to post early this morning about Askale, and this is what she said. Okay? This is what Mia had to say to Askale. Okay, I'm going to bring it down here so you guys can still see me. Hello. So she posted this morning. Let me just make sure this looks good for you guys. There we go. There we go. Wearing designer, living in a townhouse with your mother. Wonder why we haven't seen your luxurious, lavish housewife lifestyle. Ho-ass, nah, college kid, I'm a boss, bitch. Hashtag Mia Thornton, CEO. Try again. Look, I know a lot of people do not like Mia. I don't know if I like Mia. But does she make a great housewife on The Real Housewives of Potomac? 100%. I am not on the fence about Mia Thornton coming back next season. And the season's not even over yet. Because I have a feeling her and Karen might have a little bit of a fallout at some point, because she is just gunning for everyone this season. According to Candiace in the after show, she says, it seems as if Mia has a burn book because she is just coming after everyone. But back to this beef between Mia. So Askale was like, okay, really? She woke up and she was like, she said her normal good morning. And then she says, clearly, I was on someone's mind this morning. Clearly, I was on someone's mind this morning. Okay? And then she went on to say this, just addressing what Mia accused her of in regards to her lavish lifestyle. Look, I love Askale's fashion, but you know I'm a straight shooter. I feel as if Askale does not give us not even enough as a friend of. I understand we don't get her full life. So I understand why we haven't seen her home or her luxurious lifestyle. I enjoy her still. I'm not completely like Askale can go. Some of you have said that. So, hold on. Some of you have said that. I'm just testing out equipment, y'all. I'm testing out equipment. But yeah, so she posted this response to Mia. If you guys are just joining us, we're talking a little bit about Askale and Mia's Twitter beef. I'm going to go into further what I got from the after show, though, because that to me was more interesting than this beef between them on social media. We also have to remember this beef may not even be real or active right now between them, but they're going with the flow of what has been happening on the show. Okay? So, Askale says this, let's be clear. I don't live with my mother. My mother lives with me. She moved in to help care for her grandkids. That's what a mother does when she loves you. We're not all, quote, working on our relationship. Sorry, sis. Be blessed. Hashtag RHOP. I'll tell you guys this. When I first saw this was the first tweet that I saw. I didn't see Mia's tweet first. But when I saw this, I was like, because we know Mia's story, and I know Mia's story on another level, because you guys know, which has not been addressed on the show, about Mia's own overdose, her own opioid overdose, and we're learning more and more about Mia's family. I was just like, Askale, come on. That's below the belt. Thank you so much, Miss Jackson, for the super sticker. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sotene says, I'm loving Askale. She brings fashion and gifts. Not fashion and gifts. Kirby says, low blow. I do feel like it was a low blow, but at the same time, Mia, you're putting out your story out there. So now people aren't going to be as gracious as us and not say your mama. And in all fairness to Candiace, at the time, Candiace didn't know about Mia's mother situation. But Askale's tweet was today. So Askale knows the situation. Delsania says, shots fired. Some people will say this is all fair. Kim says Mia asked for it or asked for it or not. That's the thing. See, y'all know, here I go twerking on the fence. Twerking on the fence. Twerking on a fence. That's what I do. That's what I do. But I can see both sides. I wish more people could see both sides of a situation. I really do. With that being said, Mia, of course, had more words. Mia had more words. Mia had more words. Okay? So Mia posted it. Okay, Mia has a great sense of humor. Let's not... Look, Mia has a great sense of humor. Even though we are affected by some of the things that people may say about Mia's life and her parents and things like that, Mia seems so unfazed. Even when Candiace said, your mama, she didn't break down and cry. She didn't break down and cry. She just had a quick comeback. So here she has a comeback for Askale. She says, now please explain to me why you would need a live-in with no career. Looking like a wannabe Rick James Jr. You're so cute. Okay, now let me get back to counting my adjustments. I mean coins across the East Coast. Hashtag CEO. Hashtag things you could never relate. I'm not going to lie. This was a good comeback. Was this a good comeback, guys? Let me know in the chat. And those that are watching the replay, let me know if that was a good comeback. I was thoroughly impressed with this. I was impressed with this. Hold on. Someone says, Delsania says, look at her Instagram and you'll see why she's not bothered. Blessed. I mean, I couldn't be friends with Mia, but Mia is shaping up to be a perfect housewife for the Real Housewives of Potomac. Everything that Robin is not bringing, you knew I was going to go there. You knew I was going to go there. Do not act as if you didn't know I was going to not go there. Okay? Y'all know I was going to go there. Everything we needed this one to be, Mia is showing up this season and showing us how it's done. I should just keep this up. So whoever comes in now is probably like, what the hell did I walk in on? What the hell did I walk in on? Guys, if you're just joining it, first of all, thank you so much, Renee, for the super sticker. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hold on. Curvy, thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate you guys. Let me come around, Robin. Hey, y'all. All right. Y'all love when I bring out Robin. Kim Alexander says she brings nothing. And look, Robin originally did. I'm not going to sit here and act as if Robin didn't have a storyline in the early seasons. I actually liked Robin. I think Robin last season is where I fell off of my love for Robin, for lack of a better word. I don't know if it was love, but after last season and now this season, how she's really leaning in and being a hypocrite. First of all, Robin and Ashley have been hypocrites, and I said before, we're going to go through the after show that they just released. Whew. Hey Danielle, I'm late, but I'm here today. Angela says, I thought it was a step up for what Robin normally gives. Damn. Southern Comforter says, she scared me in that picture. What's going on, Lulu? Shout out to my mods. Shout out to all my mods. Shout out to Diana. Shout out to Delsenia. Shout out to Danielle. If I have not mentioned your name, I apologize. But shout out to our mods. You guys really do keep this space the place that it is. And that's why mods are important. And if you're a content creator and you're just coming up in your lives and things like that, mods are so important for keeping the space so you're able to do what you're able to do and not get distracted by, for the lack of a better word, trolls or people that are just negative. And here at mods, everyone can have an opinion. Everyone can have an opinion. Just do not be derogatory. Don't be racist. Don't be sexist. But anyways, can we talk about the after show? I'm moving on from Askale and Mia's beef because it was cute. I would not go live just for that beef. I would not, because you saw I did not go live or even do a video on Candiace and Mia's beef because it just felt they're trying to use us to get the ratings. Sidebar, Vanderpump Rules. Did y'all see the ratings? It premiered last night. Lisa Vanderpump, I love you, but damn, girl, you are in trouble. You are in trouble. 600 and something thousand people. 600 and something thousand people. I have to talk to Adam about this. It's not bad. It's still better than Watch What Happens Live. Just saying. Just saying, y'all. I didn't bring any water here. What is going on with me, y'all, today? Anyways, we won't be live that long. I will be taking callers, guys. Let's get to 100 likes. Where are we at with the likes, guys? Just let me know in the chat. Where are we? Oh, wow. Let's get to 200 likes. We have over 500 and something people watching. I appreciate you guys. Our community is growing. We are over 42,000 subscribers. I believe we will be at 50,000, let's say by the end of the week. We have a lot to cover. Let me just get to some of these super chats. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Thank you so much, Delsenia. Here we go. Yeah. And a shimmy. And another shimmy for the other super chats that I didn't shimmy for. Delsenia says, why are you scaring us? I thought you loved, but I also like to make you guys laugh. And I think that makes you guys laugh as well. Hold on. Lady Di Rose Hannah. Robin looked like Beetlejuice. Just for that? Oh, man. I remember we were live when she was on Watch What Happens. Thank you so much, lady, for the super chat. For the super chat. Marissa says, VPR is full of racists and the most interesting racists have left. Ouch. I'll be honest with you guys. You guys have been hitting me up. You want me to cover it. A lot of you want me to cover it. More of you want me to cover Married at First Sight. If you missed that, we will be covering Married at First Sight in the new year. I just feel it might be just too late to get into it now. But I don't know about Vanderpump Rules. I saw the trailer and I just wasn't interested. I've never been interested. I've never gotten into it. I know it. I know some of the cast of characters and I know about the drama, but I just never been interested in watching it. You know what I am interested in watching? And I will be covering the OLG project. I have a feeling that's going to knock Vanderpump Rules out of anyone even talking about it. I just have this feeling. Everyone wants me to cover Married at First Sight. I love the show. I end up watching it on Discovery Plus after it airs. but I have to figure out a way to do Lifetime. I wish YouTube TV had it, but it doesn't. That's the only reason why I don't cover it. I love the show. I love the show, and I will be in the new year covering it from fresh. Thank you so much, Kiara, for the super chat. She says, Robin is giving me Dog the Bounty Hunter realness. I literally just saw a picture of that. I just saw a picture of the Bounty Hunter recently, and you're right. That's exactly what she's giving here. Oh, Robin. Robin, I hope you're able to laugh along with us, because we talk about you more than we talk about Askale. I think people still want you to go, though. I think people still want you to go. Logan says, Married at First Sight this season is not good. Ooh. Ooh. Well, last season was really good, but y'all broke my heart last night when you told me that Bennett and Emily broke up. Thank you, Miss Jackson, for the super sticker. Let me give y'all some shimmies. We got to put that on a t-shirt. We got a lot of t-shirts to make, guys. Don't forget, also, we will be doing 12 Days of Christmas this year. 12 Days of Christmas. I'm still figuring out the details. If you know of really great Black-owned businesses, please email us, kempiredaily@gmail.com. I want to really start getting that information together, because before you know it, it will be Christmas, and I want to make sure that we do it big this year. Big this year. Ellen DeGeneres has nothing on us, right? All right. So let's get into the RHOP, because it's already a half hour. Let's get into the RHOP after show, okay? So there was a lot of things that were covered, including the low budget comment, the beef between Candiace and Mia. Mia, I have to say, she shines in this after show, because she's just so quick-witted. I just wish she was this quick-witted in the moment when these things happen. I just feel like she falls short when it comes in the moment. But she's like, I mean, I'm in business. I understand high budgets and low budgets. Hers was a low budget. We know that's not what you meant, though. We know that's not what you meant. And even we saw Gizelle talk about it in this after show. She talks about it as well. She says that, yeah, this is low budget. She's put a lot of work into this, but this is not a Beyonce video. I thought the video came out nice. I thought the video did come out nice. It's not my favorite Candiace song. I prefer the Chucky Thompson remix that he did. Drive Back is good, though. It's not a bad song. I've heard bad songs. I mean, Ashley Darby, that song was trash. Let's be real. That was trash. And I'm glad Ashley's given up on singing, okay? Ashley's a big hypocrite, and we will get to Ashley in a second. I'm going to drop the call-in link in just a second, guys. But I want to kind of go through the after show, and then I want to hear your reaction to some of my takeaways. So they talk about the music video, but this is where Candiace says, I feel like Mia has a burn book where she's just coming at everyone. She had beef with Gizelle and Robin. Then she had beef with Wendy. Then she had beef. Now she has beef with me. Maybe. She is coming at everyone. I mean, at least she's fair. even Karen, she gave a little shade. But in the after show, it's actually Karen and Mia together going back and forth, answering the producer's questions. And Candiace says, when she said you're a mama, we spoke about this with Layla Lynn and Grace Report, for our weekly recaps on our channels. And Layla Lynn actually said, I just thought it was a natural response. And this is why you have to have an open mind, because everyone's perception of a situation is very different. Because Layla thought it was just a natural comeback, just your mama. We remember that as kids. And we also have to remember Candiace sometimes can be very much a kid. She can very much be a kid. Let's be real. But Candiace says she held back, and your mama just seemed like a soft punch. Damn. That's my wording, though. That's my wording. But she says that she felt like that was just a softer way, because she said she had plenty of more things that she wanted to say. Okay? Hold on. I know Gizelle talked about, I think Gizelle talked about it later. Gizelle and Candiace, that relationship is interesting, because as you saw at the parking lot party, reasonably shady thing, Candiace didn't really give Gizelle any fever. When Gizelle was like, I wanted to know how much you were paying him, if you were paying him. She didn't give Gizelle the same energy. But in this after show, she's very shady to Gizelle. She's very shady to Gizelle. And she's very, it seems as if very team Wendy in the moment. I mean, they're the two going back and forth having the conversation, but I never questioned her friendship with Wendy. It always still seemed like there is a friendship there. Okay. Let me see. Motel Gizelle. I labeled this Motel Gizelle. They were talking about Gizelle's home. We talked about this at endlessly. But I want to talk about the invitation. And this is where Ashley Darby is a huge hypocrite. She's a hypocrite. And I don't mind Ashley. I know some people just can't stand Ashley. I don't mind Ashley, but I have to call Ashley out. I'm like, Ashley, you are a hypocrite. Because the invitation, as you remember, Wendy was like, who is she calling a hater? I thought we were in a better place. Why send an invitation like this? According to Ashley, when she saw the invitation, she thought it was funny. She's like, I laughed. I thought it was funny. It's one thing to be funny, but if you just had a touchy situation, a very serious situation, Wendy was not playing with Gizelle. So if you're really trying to be in a better place, even though Gizelle says, oh, I don't feel like we were fully in a better place, even though you said that you were in a better place. Ashley thought it was a funny invitation, okay? Remember that. Ashley said she thought the invitation was funny. She actually laughed when she received it. Remember that part, okay? But also the questions, Ashley defended Mia and the question that she had about Candiace and Chris's relationship. Hold on, let me get to, I'm about to miss some super chats, and I just want to say thank you to everyone that sends in their super chat. And I did StreamYard. Thank you, Melva, so much for the super chat. Shimmy! You know, I shimmy for the super chats. Lalana, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, says, okay, are we going to talk about Chris Bassett going off on our boy Adam? I think he had beer balls. He ain't about that life. I saw that and I said to myself, why? Why? Again, thank you, Melba. Again, I feel like as if they're using these moments to get attention. So let's not give them that attention. Let's not give them that attention. Okay? But I will say something that, because some people say I shade Candiace all the time. I shade them all. I shade them all. Name one housewife I don't shade. I shade every single one. I'm a fair shading person. Crystal Blue, thank you so much for the super chat. Shimmy. I watch your channel every day. Thank you. I finally caught a live. Yay. I love your content, by the way. I got my coldest water bottle. I don't even have my water bottle here, y'all. Y'all know what I'm going to do, right? Let me get my water bottle. Because you guys can still hear me because I have this mic on, right? You guys can still hear me because I have my mic on. I'm going to fill up my water bottle. You can't see me, but you can hear me. If you can't hear me, let me know in the chat because then you probably won't hear me. But I have my mic on. You can hear me. Okay? I'm filling up my water bottle. Okay? Filling up my coldest water bottle. Here we are. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Right, TikTok? Shout out to my mods. If you can post the link in the description. Here we go. The coldest water bottle. They come in so many cool colors. It keeps your water cold for 36 plus hours. I've partnered with them. A lot of you have already ordered your bottles. You've gotten them very quickly. We've only been talking about them for the last week or so. So shout out to you guys. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. We can hear you. See? I love this mic. I love it. Thank you, Miss Jackson, for another super chat, a super sticker. I love it. 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 All right. So let me, exactly. I'm an equal opportunity shader. I've shaded them all. Because some of you believe I'm team this one or that one. I've shaded every single one, even Karen Uger, even Kenya Moore. I've shaded. Because this is supposed to be fun, right? Aren't we supposed to have fun with this? At least that's my goal. My goal for this channel is to be fun. Okay? Diane, I have no idea. I have no idea. Curvy Queen, I'm not sure. I need to double check that to see if they sent to the UK. I think they said, someone told me Oh, no, I think they do, but I think the charge for shipping might be, check. The discount code is KEMP10 for your coldest water bottle. Shout out to them. I've had this bottle probably, oh my gosh, I don't know how many months now at this time. Okay. All right. Hey, Tisha from Connecticut. That's basically New York. Guys, if you're just joining us, we're talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac. Don't forget tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, exclusively on my TikTok. I will be live watching and commenting on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We do that every single Wednesday on my TikTok, so make sure you're following me there. Thank you so much, Spirit Phil, for the super chat. Shimmy! I love your impromptu dance parties, just the cutest ever. I meant to do one today. I just didn't have the time because we've been changing things in my studio setup, so I didn't have the time to lift my desk and make sure everything was right to do it. But we will get back to our dance parties soon. Thank you for the super chat. Okay, guys. Let me get into some other stuff, and I'm going to drop the call-in link. Where are we at the likes now, guys? Let's get to 250 likes. I'll drop the call-in link so you guys can have some quick comments. Here are some other thoughts that I got from this. So the couples trip. First of all, vaccinated. So the ladies think that Karen was drinking before she got there. And honestly, I'm not here to defend Karen Huger. And yes, we know they love to talk about her drinking. But everyone that's gotten the vaccination that I know of has had a different reaction. Some people were loopy. I don't know if anyone else knows people that got the vaccination were loopy. They were lethargic. They felt weird. So to me, it wasn't surprising when Karen was blaming the vaccination. Look, the vaccination. I have to say, this past episode was so funny. It was so funny. The editors deserve an award. It was just hilarious. Okay. Yay! Okay, I'll drop the call-in. Let me drop the call-in link now before I forget. Well, according to Robin, she really feels that it was drunk Karen. They even talked about drunk Karen during the episode. Apparently, drunk Karen's a lot of fun, but to me, even when Karen isn't drunk, she's fun. She's fun, right? Unlike some of them. Wendy, we need to see a more fun side, though. I'm going to be real, see? I'm going to have Wendy's back at one point, but on another side, Wendy, we need to see a fun side. We do need to start seeing that fun side. Because even with Wendy sitting there and being upset, rightfully so, because that question that Gizelle asked, I thought was completely rude. And Robin, you are a hypocrite. Because the bathroom issue you were upset about, but you were more than willing to ask that question when you guys are trying to move on, and then you're mad at her for denying your fake and phony relationship. She's not basing that off of rumors. We're basing off what we see on the show. We're not even sure if Juan's going to show up to this couple's trip. We're not sure if Juan's going to show up to season 6 reunion. And because we're saying it, Juan is going to show up this year. You're welcome. And when I say you're welcome, I'm saying you're welcome to Robin. Okay. Let me see. Couples. Oh, okay. So the couples trip. So after everything blows up, the fight between Gizelle. Oh, wait, no. Before we get into the couples trip, a very important thing here. Gizelle pretty much says, because of Wendy's reaction again at this party and her coming at Gizelle, she says, this is what Gizelle says. Hold on, I wrote it down. So she feels as if Wendy is projecting her feelings and that there might be something to the Eddie rumors. So now she's saying that she believes the Eddie rumors because of the way that Wendy's acting towards her. No, girl, you already knew I was upset about it, and now you're taking another dig by asking that shady question in front of everyone. I'm sorry, I get why she was mad. But like I said, I still need to see, another side of Wendy. I want to see another side of Wendy later this season. I don't want to just see Wendy upset. But I understand why she's upset. Don't get it twisted. I get why she's upset. But in this after show, Gizelle basically says, oh, I feel like Wendy's projecting. Oh, I need to get. Oh, wait, I do have that picture. Hold on. I do have that picture. She says that she feels that Wendy is projecting. I'm going to keep this picture forever. I'm going to keep this picture forever. She feels as if Wendy is projecting and that there might be something to these Eddie rumors or something's going on with Wendy. Something's going on with Wendy. Of course, Robin is mad at Wendy because she feels like Wendy's being rude and disrespectful to her relationship. Okay, Robin. All right, Robin. All right, Robin. But here's where I said I was going to bring it back. Ashley Darby is a hypocrite. Ashley Darby is a hypocrite. Because, as I said before, initially when she got that reasonably shady party invite where she said, welcome, lovers and haters, blah, blah, blah. She said, oh, I laughed at it. I thought it was funny. But she felt, hold on, I wrote this down. She felt that Wendy's invite to Gizelle hold on. Look, I wish I wrote down exactly what she said. But she felt like Wendy's invite and talking about Gizelle just bringing her luggage was just shady. She didn't think that was very nice. So I just feel like Ashley was being a hypocrite in that instance, honestly, because now you're talking about the way that someone's being invited to a trip. She's lucky. Giselle's lucky that Wendy's even inviting her. I know it's a cash trip. I know it's a look. Let's pretend that we don't know that. Let's pretend that we don't know that. Because look at Candiace. She didn't invite Ashley. She doesn't like Ashley. She didn't have to invite Gizelle or Robin. She could have invited the ones that are actually couples. Sidebar, Wendy says in this after show that Jamal Bryant, Candiace confirmed this, that Jamal Bryant was in town during this trip that they take. Not to Williamsburg. I forgot the other place. Somewhere on the Eastern Shore. So she said, if you guys are in such a good place, why don't you just invite Jamal? Because Jamal's real girlfriend probably would be upset. I'm adding that last part. Rainbow, thank you so much for the super chat. Shimmy. B. Scott is reporting that Portia is out at RHOA and that Nene might make an appearance with Marla to speak about Greg's passing. I can see that. I can see Bravo wants to, first of all, capitalize. Sidebar, but it's also a part. Nene's a part. She's an OG. She's an OG. So that's going to be hard to not address this season. I just feel as if, though, Bravo, if you have Nene on, people are going to think that Nene might come back. There's going to be a movement to have her return. People already want her to return, but I get they want to tell part of that story. I do think that's necessary, though. I'm not gonna lie. I do think that's necessary. Portia being out, we already knew Portia has been on the fence. Portia has been trying to probably get more money, so I'm not surprised by that news. But I'll do my due diligence. I'll read the article. Matter of fact, look, we're here, so why not? Hold on. Let's call it up. I don't see the article that you're talking about. Oh, wait. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right. Let's get some of this information. Breaking news. This is why it's important for you guys to watch this live. Of course, I'll make a clip of this so that for those that don't know that this information is here during this particular live. So this is another B. Scott exclusive. I know a lot of people like to shade B. Scott and their exclusives. However, if you've seen some of the exclusives in the past, they have come true. And a lot of people think that it's Kenya giving B. Scott the exclusive, but B. Scott does have some sources at NBC Universal. Okay, so this is a B. Scott exclusive. Real Housewives of Atlanta casting is finally taking shape with our two new ladies and some past peaches. Okay, this was published earlier today. Breaking news. Breaking news. Okay, all right. Shout out to our friends over at B. Scott. Walker, Denver, of course, B. Scott. Back in July, Love B. Scott exclusively reported that casting for the Real Housewives of Atlanta was in shambles and that production was scrambling to reinvigorate casting for the show's upcoming season. We're happy to report that although filming was delayed for quite a bit, production is gearing up to begin filming and the cast is taking shape. If you didn't see my video earlier, I was talking about Bravo reportedly giving Kenya Moore an ultimatum about Dancing with the Stars, but also I talked about Candy saying that next week she's going to meet the other housewives, some she already knows and some new faces, okay? As previously reported, Kenya Moore and Kandi Burruss are set to return in full capacity, and Marlo Hampton is set to become a first-time peach holder, okay? We told you that Porsha Williams was seriously considering not returning to the show amid her messy engagement to Simon Guobadia. With her newly expanded spinoff now on the horizon, Porsha has decided not to return to RHOA and will focus on her own show. I know you all have feelings about this. I know you all have feelings. TikTok, this is a breaking news that we're covering, exclusive report from Love B. Scott. So far what we hear is that they're going to begin filming very, very soon, okay? Porsha Williams is out. Porsha Williams is out, okay? And I'm not surprised by this. Is she really believing that her show is going to be a success? No. I think what this is Porsha does not want any accountability for what went on in May and from May till now. And she probably does think that she's going to have a Kim Zolciak show. And maybe she will. I'm open. You know, we said we're going to watch. We are open to it. Maybe it's going to be good. But that little spinoff that they had after her pregnancy and engagement to Dennis, it was a snooze fest. But I'm open. I'll watch. I'm willing to give it a try. How long is it going to be? Is it going to be hour long? I don't know if I want an hour-long show. All right. Okay. So back to this. According to Love B. Scott, so we told you that Porsha Williams was seriously considering not returning to the show amid her messy engagement to Simon Guobadia. With her newly expanded spinoff now on the horizon, Porsha has decided not to return to RHOA and will focus on her own show. We also told you that Cynthia Bailey was likely not returning this past week. As you know, Cynthia confirmed that she is not returning to the franchise. Here's my speculation in regards to that. I believe Cynthia was offered a friend of role and she decided not to. It's hard to go back from that peach holding money to a friend of role. But Cynthia, if you were smart like Countess Luann, she took that friend of role and then she came back as a peach holder. But then again, we could question Cynthia's business acumen. Anyways. So Drew Sidora's future on RHOA was uncertain, but Porsha's exit left some big shoes to fill. I'm sorry. Drew will be back. Drew will be back. Now for some new and old faces. Last week, Love B. Scott exclusively revealed that the former Olympian and four-time gold medalist, Sonia Richards-Ross, will be joining the ladies. Production has every intention on making her a peach-holding housewife. But that all depends on how filming plays out. And that's normally how it plays out. They will decide amid filming if someone's going to be a peach holder or a diamond holder or blah, 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 blah. Okay? Look at Jenny from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. She originally was going to be a friend of. But because Jen Shaw wasn't able to film a lot and she brought a lot, they made her a full-time housewife. Let me take a sip. Again, get your coldest water bottle. Discount code KEMP10. So yesterday, was it yesterday? Wow. Love B. Scott exclusively revealed that Akon's wife, Rosina Nuguse, I apologize, or Neguse, Rosina, will also be filming with the ladies. She's good friends with Sheree Whitfield, which we went and we looked at her Instagram. We remember seeing this when we were doing the whole investigation about Simon Guobadia and the relationship to Sheree. This is what we found out, okay? Okay. Speaking of Sheree, we also said in our exclusive report, if Sheree does return full-time, it'll probably come at the expense of Cynthia Bailey. From a production standpoint, the show can easily afford both Sheree Whitfield and Marlo Hampton as full-time housewives and give viewers familiar faces for the cost of Cynthia's salary alone. You remember that, right? Okay. That's exactly what happened. Sheree is coming back, but she's not the only OG you'll see. She's not the only OG you see. First of all, shout out to you guys that hit me up and just told me this information. This is why you have to make sure your notifications on. This is why you have to watch these lives. You never know. We've broken news here multiple times, including when Portia announced her relationship to Simon Gobadia. We were live. And I appreciate you guys giving us that information. But back to this. Sources tell LoveBeScott.com that production is pushing for some camera time with new housewife Marlo Hampton and her good friend, former peach holder Nene Leakes, in the wake of Greg Leakes' passing. This makes complete sense to me. This makes complete sense to me. Remember when Greg passed away and we were talking about that? I said, I kind of want to see Nene. I want to, because Greg was so a part of this franchise. It's at the beginning. She's an OG. We've gotten to know Greg and Nene together in their relationships, the ups and the downs. This makes complete sense. Okay, so according to Love B. Scott sources, they're saying that we might get to see Nene, to see where Nene is right now after Greg Leakes' passing. And because Nene has a natural connection to Marlo, it makes complete sense why we would see Nene again. And because casting has been a shambles, and people have always been saying, you've been in my comments, bring Nene back, bring Nene back, bring Nene back. Thank you so much, Jelsenia, for the flowers and the something you said. Oh, a cookie. How dare you? How dare you? It makes complete sense to bring Nene back. That's going to be ratings gold. That's going to be ratings gold. And it adds to Marlo's storyline. Marlo, we don't know what her story is going to be. And a lot of you are on the fence like me about Marlo being a peach holder. I do find it funny because you remember before Greg passed away, Nene did an interview and she says, what's the point of giving Marlo a peach? And we've said that too. But death brings people together. And a lot of you have said, you know, the friendship between Marlo and Nene, that's more sisters. You fight, but when something like this happens, you come together. Okay? While Nene has burned every bridge as far as, this is according to Love B. Scott, I didn't say it, but we have said it before. While Nene has burned every bridge as far as becoming an official cast member, she's a big part of RHOA, and Greg's passing is a major life event. Production wants to capture it. The working idea is that they'll pay Nene a decent amount of money for 1 or 2 scenes and send her on her way. If things go smoothly, it may open the door for future Nene Leakes appearance. I like it. I like it. Bravo, Truly Original. I know you're watching. I know you're watching. I like it. I like it. Anyone else like it? Anyone else? Okay, I'm going to drop the call-in link. Let me drop the call-in link because I do want to hear what you guys have to say. We'll take quick callers. I'm going to put the counter on so we can take quick callers. If you're just joining us, we had some breaking news about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I posted a story earlier today about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. B. Scott, can you just start sending me some information? I always cite my sources. It's not like I'm going to say it's mine. Can y'all just give me a heads up? Walker, Denver, come on now. All right, never mind. I always get it, though. I always end up getting it. All right, let me drop this call-in link. All right, let's do that. And let me... Shout out to you guys. We have almost 800 people in the chat. Shout out to you. Let me just post this here. Okay. All right. All right, guys, if you just joined us, we had some breaking news in regards to the Real Housewives of Atlanta casting. So we're hearing that Nene Leakes may make an appearance in season 14. I think that makes complete sense. I think that makes complete sense. All right, let's take some callers. I see some familiar faces already backstage. All right, let's get some quick comments. Hold on, let me put my timer on. I'm putting timer on for everybody. All right. Oh, Danielle's showing her face today. Hold on, I got to put on my so you guys can see everyone's names. Hold on. All right, guys, I'm going to put up the timer so we can get this going. All right, Danielle.
Yes. Oh, sure.
How are you?
I'm good in yourself.
You know.
Okay. Quick thing with Nene. I think Nene showing up is very possible because remember when Jill Zarin's husband passed away, she showed up on New York. So I think that's
not the Bravo historian. You sure you're not the Bravo historian? You always remind me of stuff that I completely forgot.
Yeah, so I think it's very possible because Greg and Nene were I think they're past OGs for Bravo and for that franchise.
Yeah.
As far as Ashley being hypocritical, I wonder if Ashley knew, fix your face, I wonder if Ashley knew about the invitation or the podcast prior to, so that's why she thought it was cute. Because remember, it was really a play on the name of the podcast. So maybe that's why she thought it was cute.
No, she specifically said the invitation was cute.
That's what I'm talking about. But the invitation had a play on the podcast name, like a play on words.
No, she was saying the haters part was cute. She didn't see anything wrong with. Well, I don't know if I saw anything wrong, but I can see where Wendy was coming from.
I understood where Wendy was coming from. I agree with Wendy and the shady part and all the other foolishness that Gizelle and Robin pulled. I also thought Robin looked good on Watch What Happens Live. I like the little punk rock vibe she was given. I think
you just like to set people off in the chat. You know what? You like to set people off in the chat. That's what you like to do.
I think it's better than most of her looks. Logan reminded me that we do like her yellow confessional look, though. But
oh my gosh, her confessionals this season have been amazing.
Her confessional, that yellow confessional look is amazeballs.
Even the new little with the black shirt she had on, I thought it was a good confessional this week.
I don't remember that one, so I can't speak on that one. And then Mia and her.
Hold
on. Come on, pull it up then. But Mia and her snapbacks. I want Mia's snapbacks to be in the moment and not after she's had a chance to sit down and write them out. I feel like it's not a real snapback if you have to sit there and write about it. So, yeah, as much as I like the after show, it's kind of after the point. Oh, that's just okay. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, but she looks beautiful there.
It's better than a lot of her other stuff. Yeah.
Oh, so you like that more than this?
I do, because I feel like she's giving me vibes that she just came from a rock concert. I feel like she just came from going out somewhere with that. I do. All right. Do. Yeah, so the snapbacks need to be on point and not just after the fact, because the after show, stop, girl. The after show is more, it's so after the fact. Like you've already had a chance to sit down and think about it. Like, oh, I should have said this. No, we need them to be like this. So, yeah.
As always, Danielle, we appreciate your contrariness.
And he shades me too, you guys. I caught that shit. Yeah, you shade them all. You give it to us all. It's okay. We love you. It's good.
Thanks, Danielle. I'll talk to you later. Bye. All right, Miss Bernice, we're gonna bring you up. Let me reset the timer, and I'm not gonna interrupt people because I feel like I'm interrupting people. Bernice, go ahead.
Hey, Kempire. That picture of Robin, put it back up. You know what? I'm expecting somebody to throw some pig blood on her because she looked like she was going to carry homecoming. Come on now. Really? When I looked at that, I was like, damn, she looked like Carrie. Where the pig blood at?
Oh, damn.
Really? Okay, you can take it down.
Oh,
okay. The other ones, how you gonna get offended when you throw the most shade at everybody in the world? Gizelle and Robin. So that didn't make it, you was being oxymoron, both of y'all. You talked about this woman's marriage to everybody in your clique. And then you get upset that she got upset with you for talking to everybody about it. And then you say, well, I believe those rumors now because she treated me differently. You lucky that she don't go upside your head every time she think about like, that son of a, bam! Come on. Because I love the way that Wendy read them. Like, that was classic. And then like Robin say, well, I don't think she really care about my relationship. It don't take a master sergeant to figure that out. And you got a college degree? Okay. Okay. Candiace and Mia. Oh well. I don't really care. Because Candiace is gonna say the wrong thing, and I understand your mama jokes. And I grew up playing a dozen. And when you got to the where you said your mama, you won. But these ain't the type of women that you do that with. And considering that Candiace grew up in the suburbs with predominantly white people. So you don't know how to play the dozens like we know how to play the dozens. So you can stop coming like that. And then you want to get offended when people want to check you, like, you shouldn't have said her mama. Because if anybody would have said anything about Miss Dorothy evil, lean ass, you would have got highly offended.
Miss Bernice, I hate to cut you off, but your time
I know my time is up, but I want somebody to drop a house on Dorothy.
I can't. I can't, Miss Bernice. Jordan, I'm gonna bring you up. Let me reset the timer. Oh wait, ooh, here we go. Jordan, what's going on?
Not drop a house on the Wicked Witch of Potomac. My word. But she ain't wrong. I'm not even gonna lie, honey. Miss Bernice was not wrong. Cause the way Miss Dorothy flew into that parking lot and stirred up all that conflama and flew right back out and then showed up to Candiace's house the next day, was like, yeah, we just had a little chat, a little yang, you know, we was just chilling. No, girl, you was wreaking havoc on that man. You was giving very Mama Joyce tease. You was giving very, very Todd with the schemes, very my ears to the streets tease. Like, I don't like that. That's very like whenever they start filming next season, she need to send Dorothy on vacation somewhere. Just send her off. But what I want to know is why Zen Win is crunk as hell. Like, Zen Win is so crunk. She has been so live. She has been wilder than all outside all season, all while pertaining, I'm Zen Win. I am, like, why are you claiming to be Zen, speaking like Maya Angelou, but cussing people out every episode?
But wouldn't you cuss someone out if someone came for your family or your boo? Wouldn't you cuss someone out if someone came after your family or your boo?
I mean, mind you, she has the right, like, the only time I felt like she was really right to set it off like that was with Gizelle. That was the only time where like, I was like, okay, then when you go ahead and hold my beer, go ahead and set it off. I get it. But the way she went off on Mia, talking about I am Zen Wen, so I always have time, and me and my 4 degrees will read you from here to. I was like, girl, wait a minute now. She it just seemed like it don't always take all that, but she seems to always have all that on standby.
All right, Jordan, I have to get some more other callers. I appreciate you calling in.
Thank you, love. See you soon.
Bye. All right. Everyone backstage, 2 minutes. I really, you know what? Because I want to get to everyone, and this is so I can get to everyone. Everyone gets a minute. Everyone gets a minute. All right? All right. Toya, I'm going to bring you up. What's going on, Toya?
Hey, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. 5 minutes starts now, right?
Yes. Okay, look. Go.
Okay, so Zen Wen, I understand her frustrations, but what I need her to do is not to put so much energy when going at Mia. Mia's not the one who attacked her marriage. It's Gizelle and Robin. So that's where the energy needs to be directed, and not necessarily at Ashley either. Gizelle and Robin. And Mia, I feel like her beef with this little girl who's crying about don't talk about my husband and my mama and all that stuff. It's nothing serious. She's just making it a big deal. I want people to stop with the your mama jokes. At some point, you need to grow up, and and the fact that Candiace didn't know about Mia's mom, that's not an excuse. You just don't go after people's mothers. A mature person would know. One last thing I wanted to say, Nene Leakes, I would love to see her back on Housewives. However, I'm not happy if they are going to be filming her about the Greg passing, because I feel like that's more of using her. When the OG kids had that little special, her kid was not there, and Nene is the OG. So why wasn't Brent on that show? So no, I don't want her to agree to that. I hope she doesn't, because I feel like that would just be, oh, now we're desperate. Now we need you, come on board. And she'd just be playing into it. So I really don't want her to go back if that's the case. But if they do bring her back as a housewife, yes, I'm all for it. Thank you.
Thank you, Toya. All right. Let me reset. All right, guys. All right, finally, Justice, I'm going to bring you up. What's going on, finally, Justice?
Hey, nothing much. So one thing is that I wanted to say was that I enjoyed the little banter between Askale and Mia's little tweets. I didn't even know that's what it was about. The first tweet that she said was college girl, because I was thinking it was a dig for Candiace because she's going to be graduating with her MBA soon, next spring. Mm-hmm. So I guess maybe she is beefing with too many people because I can't keep up. But one thing is that I think what I really enjoyed about the little Bravo I'm a little nervous because of the timer, so that's what gets me.
Don't worry.
Was that I really didn't enjoy how Robin and Gizelle doubled down on the fact that they can't understand why Wendy would be upset, and also these women have college degrees. The college degree's purpose isn't really to just get the degree in your field; it's also to train you for critical thinking and problem solving. So you can't even figure out a problem with someone socially. And Robin, you're a marketing person. You can't figure that out.
I forgot about that part.
Yeah, that's her degree. And then also Wendy is the missing member. She likes rap music. She's the missing member for Wu-Tang. The way she be popping up on them, she just be ready to rock, just ready to go in. So that's it for me.
Thank you, Justice. Have a good night. All right. Obi's good for just coming on and dropping a note and then leaving. Obi, hold on. What am I doing?
Can
Obi,
you hear me?
what's going on?
Yeah, how you doing, Kempire? Can you hear me? Because I don't know how my audio is now.
Yeah.
So I just want to give my own perspective about Wendy, because like the more I listen to people's comments, the more I feel like it's kind of personally, I think it's a difference in maybe upbringing and let me just say culture, because I'm Nigerian myself. So that's kind of why I see where Wendy is coming from. When the season started, the banter you were seeing between Wendy and Mia, that was definitely, to me, I felt like she was doing it for the show. She just wanted to have a moment with Mia. And she was kind of like forcing the banter between the both of them. It wasn't coming to her naturally. And that's why you could see the whole, like, you could tell it wasn't, like she was kind of just going to 100 all of a sudden. It seemed really fake to me. Now, what she's having with Gizelle and Robin, that is real. And I'll tell you the reason why that's real. It's real, and it cuts deeper to her, because I just know, like, when I came to, like, I'm not trying to put people down, or I'm not trying to speak negatively about a certain, group of people or anything, but just me being Nigerian, coming here from where I am. When you go into a marriage, it's taken very, very seriously. It's not something you just do just because you want to do it, because it involves families. Also, as a wife, basically as a wife or even as a husband, if somebody begins to speak, regardless of what it is, anything negative about your spouse, you're just always, it just comes naturally for us because of what we were taught. You're taught to be on gear one in terms of trying to defend your spouse. Even if you even think that if that's true or not, honestly speaking, whether the stories are true or not, it's just a natural thing that comes to us. So Wendy's reaction is definitely kind of valid. Me knowing just me being Nigerian and seeing what she's doing is valid. So that's why I told you what Gizelle and Robin did to Wendy, that was really, really bad for Wendy. And then when people keep saying, okay, like, we want to see the fun part, we want to see the good part. I mean, she was trying to show the fun part when she started, right? And then the whole rumors came up, and then you saw how her mood changed. Yeah. If anything, I even thought she was still trying to give Gizelle a chance.
Yeah.
But once Gizelle began to gaslight her during that party, I felt like, you could tell that there was just like a shift in her personality. And once she got to that point, she was like, okay, I'm done with this. I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna drag these ladies and I don't care about anything. So I feel like that's kind of where Wendy is at. And I really feel like Gizelle is the one who started, so I mean, we can't really expect anything more. Then briefly speaking, Ashley,
I'm sorry. I gotta cut you off.
I know it's 2 minutes, but what I feel about Ashley is, besides what you're saying, sorry, not Ashley, Candiace. Gizelle has been shading Candiace in her confessionals. I don't know why. So it seems like they're friends, but she keeps shading her. So I don't really understand their relationship. That's all I have to say. Bye.
Bye, Obi. All right. I'm trying to be fair, everybody. Come on now. But I do think what Opie was saying was important, because I see I have a lot of Nigerians that follow the channel, and they comment and they say the same thing that Opie's saying about Wendy's reaction. We always have to take those elements of cultural differences, which is important to have someone like Wendy on this platform. All right, let's get to, because I have quite a few people backstage. All right, I'm going back to my minute timer. Christina, I'm bringing you up. Let's go, Christina.
Hi, Kempire. How are you? Are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. So two things, like the pressure's on. When you mentioned the Jamal situation, quick question for you. Didn't Gizelle say earlier on that they're no longer together because quote unquote COVID, like nobody believes that? Because technically she don't got no boo. So like even if he was in town, they're not together, right? Or did I miss that?
Wendy's point was that she says that they're in a good place, so why couldn't he come as, just as her friend?
Oh, and I guess I took it as like she said that like she's not interested anymore, so like he wouldn't be an option. But in any case, okay, 1 minute. On the hypocrisy part, I loved the shade both from Ashley and Wendy, because they kind of did the same thing, right? Like Ashley was being hypocritical and double standard about like, oh yeah, they're just cute to the invitation, and then get offended about the party trip or whatever. And then Wendy, on the other side, was also being kind of like double standard. Like she was being upset about the party invitation, like, oh my gosh, why am I a hater? But then she's like, oh, you can come with you and your suitcase with the trip invitation. So it's like all of y'all are like throwing shade, and I mean, as a viewer, like that's what made that session on top of fascinated and the edits. Like, I mean, that episode was a trip. Like, it was great. But yep, that's what I have. I don't think that was a minute.
It was almost 2 minutes. Thank you so much for calling in. Look, I'm trying to be fair. I tried to get to every single caller. I don't want to have to cut anyone off, but I'm trying to get to everyone. Everyone wants an opinion to share their opinion. Miki, I'm going to bring you up. What's going on, Miki?
Hi, Kempire. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good, good. Yeah, that exchange between Mia and Askale, Lord have mercy. I think you made a really good point in the beginning. Mia is giving everything that Robin should have been giving. Mia is on point, even though in the beginning I'm like, it seems like she's confused, a little bit of a flip-flopper. Like when you're with Karen, you're all about Karen. When you're with Gizelle, you're all about Gizelle. When you're with Wendy, you're all about Wendy. But now she's like, I need to set these people straight. Even though I don't ever think it's okay to talk about people's families and mothers and stuff like that, it's entertaining to watch. And as for RHOA, I am so sick and tired of these rumors and reports every single week. It's like clockwork. It's like, and Nene, no, we don't, like, I love Nene. She's always been my favorite. She's the head bitch in charge, but she's going through a really difficult time. She does not need to come back to a platform where a lot happened behind the scenes and clearly she wasn't happy. They put her in a situation where she was forced to quit. And now it's like, nah, let the sinking ship sink, because I don't know how they're going to resurrect that show, but she does not need to come back. And yeah, Potomac, that last episode, epic. I can't wait to watch the reunion. And yeah, that's my take.
Thank you, Miki.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. I just the mention of the reunion, they just announced this week. Andy was asking for questions for the reunion, and also Carlos King was asking questions for the Love and Marriage reunion as well. All right, let me get through these callers, guys. St. J and Twan, I'm going to bring you both up because I know y'all are besties. What's going on?
Hey, friend.
Howdy. How's it going?
Okay, I'm going to start with St. J. Let me start the timer. There we go.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Lord have mercy. Okay. Askale did what she needed to do. She ate me up. Nothing Mia could say mattered to me after Askale's response. That's how I felt. As far as Atlanta, I just have questions. If you left and you felt like the boss was racist and he's still the boss, what makes you come back? That's my only thing. And that was always my thing. I'm like, that statement put to me a very clear-cut end on your time on the show, because why? Either he would have to leave or you would never have to come back. Also, from what I was counting on my fingers from the Atlanta casting, it sounded like 6 people. I was thinking we were doing 7, 8.
Wait, let's count them. Hold on. This one count.
Akon's wife, Sheree, Marlo, Kenya.
Wait,
Candy.
go back. Wait, who? I can't keep up with you. Which one?
Akon's wife.
Okay.
The Olympian, Sonia.
Sonia.
Candy, Kenya, Drew. Oh, Marlo and Sheree. I forgot about Drew.
7.
I forgot about Drew.
We always do. Okay, Twan. Oh, wait, were you done, St. J?
Go ahead, Twan.
All right, so I'm agreeing with a lot of people in the comments where it's like Candiace, she aims to hurt versus just shade. And that's why I would never be down with Candiace. I haven't heard her song, don't plan to. I heard her performance here in DC was horrible on this past weekend. Sound check was not done, and it was just a horrible setup. So, and some people say she sounded worse than they thought she would sound. So that was bad for her. Gizelle is, as you can see, if y'all really pay close attention, Gizelle is coaching Robin because she's trying to help this girl save her position. That's why she gave that last bone to Robin to say, and you see how uncomfortable Robin is doing that. It's not you. And it's like you keep doing things to save yourself from being eliminated, but yet there she go looking horrible. She looked like a vampire. I feel like I seen her on one of those shows back in the 80s. But anyways, I just really think Robin just needs to go. She just needs to go because I'm tired of her trying to keep up. Like if she just would have been herself, like I've been saying before, be yourself, and then you would have been on here probably one of the best characters. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Screw her.
Right. Thank you, Twan. St. J, did you have a last minute thing?
Yes. Mia, it's weird for me to watch Mia fight with the whole cast because she literally is fighting with everyone but Karen. And it just seems a little unhinged. Like there's no rhyme or reason. You're just going to fight everyone. That's all.
Thank you, St. J. Thank you, Twan.
Well, to be honest, if they just stay in their lane and let her fight with that one person instead of jumping in like Ashley keep doing, or like Robin keep doing, like if you got that one-on-one battle, then it'd be fine. But when people insert themselves like Ashley and them do, it gets worse.
Kempire, 10 more seconds. Just let me finish this because Twan's gonna beat me up later. I don't disagree with Candiace saying yo mama to Mia. I think that it was appropriate if she didn't know. And I think that Mia doesn't have a certain relationship with her mom, so she doesn't value those boundaries.
Oh. Okay.
Boom.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Hey,
All right. I'm just taking these last. Hold on. Let me see. Giselle's hot box. Lord. Candy. Curvy Jersey. Robert needs to go. Who's Robert? And Kid Von Nay. And that's it. And oh wait, Toya, thank you so much for the super chat and for always supporting the channel. Shimmy. Toya says, could it be that Mia was referring to Candiace and not Askale? After all, Candy does live in Dorothy's house, and Dorothy practically lives there. That's true. That's true. And that's what St. J was saying. But who knows? Who knows with these ladies? Guys, if you're just joining us, we're talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac after show, which was just as good as this week's episode. So if you didn't watch it, I'll post the link in the description of the video. Shout out to our replay crew. Let me know your thoughts and comments on some of the information in this video. And don't forget, tomorrow, guys, I will be dropping by Up and Adam's Messy Hot Topics tomorrow and Friday. So stay tuned for that. And after this live, head on over there. Okay, thank you, Toya. And let me get to these last minute callers. Gizelle's Hotbox, what's going on?
Hey, Kempire, it's been a long time. All right, so basically, I agree with the gentleman who spoke earlier about Wendy. I come from a West African family, and the women, they take the relationships very seriously. So how she's been popping off on everybody, like, I think is completely fair because she's letting them know if you want to try it, you can get it too. So Wendy is completely in the right. I agree with her. As far as Gizelle, her broken foot and her public property, I think she need to go straight to hell. She need to cleanse that STD she possibly got from past the holy whore. As far as Robin, they need to give her flute to Juan because I feel like he'll be more interested and he probably be lighting her ass up like a Christmas tree. In regards to Candiace and Mia, I think it's fair game. You're on a messy show. Nothing is off limits. So go for the juggler if you have to. And Ashley and her cousin, forehead looking ass, she needs to go worry about them babies, maybe take a season off and hope that Michael ain't screwing nobody going to the gay club. And that's all I got for you today. Thank you, Kempire.
Damn, he did it in under a minute. Thank you, Gizelle's Hotbox. Damn. Okay, I wish more people would do that. But it's all right, guys. I appreciate you guys calling in and watching. We have over 800 people watching. Be sure to like the video if you haven't liked it already. Subscribe to the channel because you're getting daily and consistent content. We're live on multiple platforms, including my TikTok. We're live on TheKempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook, and we're live on Twitch and Twitter. Shout out to you guys that are watching from those platforms. All right, Candy, I'm going to bring you up for a quick comment. What's going on, Candy?
Hello, how you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Okay, so I wrote everything down so I didn't forget.
Okay.
I know from professional. Okay, so I think the reason why Robin and Gizelle are always on Wendy is because they're basically jealous of her. I think in their upside down world that they live in, they would be the ones who have perfect marriages and men who are in love with them and not in the situation that they're in now. Even though Wendy's marriage is definitely not perfect, she has a man, it's a secure relationship. And also a perfect example is why aren't they making fun of Ashley's marriage? Like her marriage is really messed up, and there's a lot to talk about with her marriage, but they don't say anything about her marriage or anything like that. I think Dorothy meant to say everything she wanted to say to Mia. Mia. I think that was her passive aggressive way of putting Chris down, because I think she's the type of person that would brag about her daughter and all of her accomplishments, but she's so quick and loose-lipped to talk about her son-in-law. And I think it has a lot to do with because she doesn't like him. And, he's basically using her. I think Askale got into it with Mia because she needed some time to shine. Like, people really forgot about her. I really didn't even notice her, but that was her, moment to shine, and that's what she did. And I think that Mia is not close to her mother, and her mother's not close to her is because during that little lunch they had together, she basically browbeated her the entire time and made her feel bad and stuff. I'm like, you rarely see your mom, and when you do, you make her feel bad. So if I were her mother, I wouldn't want to be around her either, and I would stick to my other daughter. You know what I'm saying? Because at least, I'm not leaving in tears, and that's it. That's all I got.
Oh, perfect, Candy. Thank you so much for calling in and
You're
giving your
welcome.
perspective.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. All right, we're just taking the last minute callers. I'm taking these last 3 callers. Kirby Jersey, Robert needs to go. And Kiv Von Nay. All right. Kirby Jersey, what's going on?
Hi, Kempire. How you doing? I hope everyone is well that's listening. So I have a minute, so here we go. Candiace's album is going double wood because no one likes her. And the fact that, and I say this because we all come from some reference to either the hood, the ghetto, whatever. We know the triggers. So just like how we work with, the others at the job, and they have microaggressions at the job, and it's racist or prejudice, we have words or triggers that will cause a fight. And so when you bring up in an argument, your mama, regardless if you know me or not, regardless if you know my mother is living or not, those are fighting words. And I would think that Candiace would have learned her lesson after last season. And I was rooting for Candiace. I was Team Monique last season. I put that disclaimer out. But this season, Candiace was really growing on me because I was starting to see her more of an individual versus someone that's beefing with Monique. And so until this moment when she brought up your mama, I'm like, no, this is not cool, Candiace. This is not growth. This is not, you're regressing. And she has the vocabulary to do more. So that's why I was really disappointed in her. In regarding to Robin, she can be aggressive. When she would say, "They'll shut the F up," she did that multiple times, but no one's calling her out on it. It's actually they're giving her applause because she's now quote unquote standing up for herself, or she's quote unquote having her own voice. No, she needs to be checked on that. Use your words. You graduated from University of Maryland. Use your words. And last, Mia, she has a strategy. I kind of agree with Candiace that she has these different issues with everybody except Karen, and I think she's doing that purposely to cement herself on the show. See, it's not good just to have a beef with one person, especially if you're a newbie. You want to try to be messy as you can, or whatever the tactic will be. But we're talking about Mia, so she's actually doing her job versus Robin, who we're not really talking about. And she's been on the show for what, 5-6 years or whatever duration the show has been on. So I'm not saying I'm Team Mia, but I can appreciate what she's trying to do is trying to keep her name in our mouths. Everyone stay blessed and stay safe.
Thank you, Curvy Jersey. All right, guys, that's it. I'm going to wrap it up. I apologize to everyone that I was not able to get to. I just have a lot to do this week. You guys know I'm busy. More content will be coming out. Guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, you're getting daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. Thank you to everyone that called in. Thank you to my mods. I couldn't do this without you guys. And Robert needs to go. I'm sorry. I cannot take your call right now because we are wrapping it up. I apologize. Next time we will be live again. Don't forget, I will be dropping by Up and Adam's page tomorrow and on Friday to do hot, messy, hot topics. So be sure to check that out tomorrow. If you're not a part of my texting community, join it scrolling across your screen. I will be there. I will be sending out text messages of whatever is coming out tomorrow. We also will be going live with FemTarot, answering your questions. So if you have a question for FemTarot about career, love, things like that, be sure to be here for that. And we will be recapping the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills along with FemTarot tomorrow. And tonight, don't miss it, 10 p.m. Eastern on my TikTok exclusively. I will be doing a Real Housewives of Beverly Hills watch party and commentary. So if you're not following me on TikTok, at TheKempire. And thank you again, guys. Thank you to everyone that sent in a super chat. Shout out to our team, Kempire and Royal Court members. And again, thank you to everyone that called in. That was part of the conversation. I appreciate you all being here. Have a great rest of your evening. I will see you guys tomorrow. But again, more videos will be coming tonight. So stay tuned for that. Okay, I'm out of here, y'all. Bye.